All right. So today, ladies and gentlemen, we are going through and we're going to do section 10-2. Um, on Wednesday, when we started chapter 10, we were taking a look at our accounts receivable ledger and our sales journal. This is what I need you to remember about our sales journal. Sales journal is only when customers buy on an account. Okay? So if a customer comes in our store and they buy something from us and pay us cash, it does not go in our sales journal. Customers on an account only. And you will recall that some customers actually do not have to pay sales tax. So if they don't pay sales tax, the amount in the accounts receivable column and the amount in our sales column will be exactly the same. Now, some of our assignments, as we found in our work together and on your own, they did not give you the actual amount of sales tax. You had to calculate it. So you had to take your sales amount, multiply by your sales tax, add those two numbers together, and then that would be what they would owe us under accounts receivable. What we're looking at in 10-2 is really going through taking information from our sales journal, posting it into our subsidiary ledger, and then going through and total and proving our sales journal. Total improving our sales journal is a little bit harder than totaling improving our purchases journal. Our purchases journal only had one column for numbers, whereas our sales journal has three columns for numbers. I don't remember if I turned the timer on. I did. Okay. Helps if I start at the beginning. So what we're going to do right here from our sales journal is when we go through and post, we are posting individually only from our accounts receivable column. Okay, so I'm going to take this $481.77. That amount is going to go right here under my accounts receivable subsidiary ledger account. Accounts receivable goes to our accounts receivable ledger as the total. You also notice right above where it says Wells Apartments, it says accounts debited. So we know that that account needs to be debited. So the first thing we do is get our date. Then we'll go ahead and get our post reference. So we're using Sales Journal 11. We can't just do 11 because if we put just the number 11 down, we don't know what journal it came from. So the S is going to stand for a sales journal. Take the amount from our accounts receivable column, put that into our debit amount, and then it had a previous balance, so I'm going to go ahead and calculate my new balance. 2 debits you add, 2 credits you add, a debit and a credit you subtract. So we have our new balance for Wells Apartment of $2,462.27. Last step, customer number goes back up on our sales journal. So in your sales journal, when you look at your post-reference column, they're always going to be a 3-digit number. Okay? 3-digit account numbers mean that it is from a subsidiary ledger. 4-digit account number means it's from our general ledger. So like the account sales, advertising expense, all of those are in our general ledger and it has a 4-digit account number. Okay? So when we take a look at our sales journal, we're all done. We've posted individually. We have to go through and total improved. We need to make sure we put our single line across because that single line indicates math. We're doing some math here. We're going to add up each one of our columns, and then we'll go through. We put our date on there, and it's always the last day of the month. Okay, so this month we have here is November. There are 30 days in November, and then we go ahead and we write the word totals, plural, excuse me, because there is more than one number. When we do the purchases journal, there's only one number, so we say total. Go ahead and add them up, and then we need to make sure that our debits and credits equal. So I have 1 debit column, and I have 2 credits. I would add these 2 numbers together, and if it equals your debit, hot dang, you are good to go. Everything's good. Double rule. Double rule means that your debits and credits equal. So when we post, we're going to go ahead and take that $9,021.23, and I'm going to post that right to my accounts receivable account, and it's going to go as a debit because it says accounts receivable debit. Go there and update. Okay, so date, journal number, and then you get your amounts, debits or credits from each one of your spots. The last step that you have to do is take your account balance, update it, and then account number back under. And again, we put our account numbers below that in parentheses so it doesn't look like $4,110. Okay? So parentheses gives us a heads up that these are account numbers, not actual values that we're going to be affecting our account. So that's section 10-2. Again, our learning target was to make sure that we can post sales on account to an accounts receivable ledger and a general ledger. Let's go ahead and rock and roll on our work together on your own. Mm-hmm. 246227. 198050 plus 48177. These two added together. But that's okay. So these two added up gets you your new balance. Okay. Yeah, I'm glad you asked. I like that. Here is our work together 10-2. Bless you. So it says transactions of classic appliance for the month of September of the current year has been journalized in the sales journal. Calculate and record the column totals for the sales journal. So the first thing we have to do is get our totals. So how many days are in September? 30, okay? So then we're going to go under the account debited. We're going to write the word totals, plural. Then you're going to break out your handy-dandy little calculator. Oops. Except I wasn't clicked on my calculator. All right, I didn't do a lot of talking because you have totaled and proved journals before. The only thing I want you to realize for Work Together 10-2 is they give you a spot on the bottom here to prove. So I took my total from accounts receivable debit with $6,938.60 and put it down onto the bottom to prove it. There are two credits, and I had sales credit of $6,689. And then I had sales tax payable credit of $249.60. Add those two together up. That means my debits and credits equal because when they add down, I got it. So that is going to be step one when you get there. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and click on grade step one. Shazam wham, I got my points. So I'm going to go to my next step. The next step is to go through and post individually. Okay, please, please, please remember when you post individually, you have to take it from the accounts receivable debit column. So line number 1 goes to Lenny Stranford. So I'm going to go ahead and open up that one. The date is the 2nd. Nothing goes in the item column. My post reference is S9, meaning my sales journal page 9. And I'm going to be debiting it $1,696. It previously had a balance of $2,189.36, and I'm going to add those together. And I have a new balance for Lenny Stanford of $3,885.36. My last step that I do is I take my account number 110 right here, and it goes back up here under my post reference, saying I just posted that there. I'm going to do the same thing for Washington School. Put the date of the 6th. Nothing in the item column. Post reference is S9, Sales Journal 9. I'm debiting it $680. Previously had a balance of $1,509.45. Add $680 to that. My updated balance is $2,189.45. Account number 130 goes back up on top to get me back to my sales journal. Vince Cafe, date of the 7th, S9, debiting of $2,713.60. Had a previous balance of $390.34. When I add those two together, I get an updated balance of $3,103.94. Account number 120 goes back up top. Washington City Schools is a great business for us, and they get ordered from us again on the 15th. So we have two transactions from S9. I'm going to debit it $1,849. Previous balance of $2,189.45. Add that new balance to it. So my current balance then is $4,038.45. Last step is account number 130 goes back up on top. Posting is not new to us. We just make sure that we know how to do this from each journal. So once you feel like you have done well on step 2, go ahead and click on grade that step. Yay, I did well. The last step we have to do, first we total the journal, then we post individually. Now we're going to post the totals. So I'm always going to post my totals from left to right. The first thing I'm going to post is going to be my accounts receivable debit. So the date is going to be the 30th because that's the date of my totals. Post reference is still S9 from Sales Journal 9. Accounts receivable is being debited $6,938.60. Add the two together, except I just think I entered in a number wrong. The last step that I have to do is get account number 1130 up on the bottom. Our MindTap automatically put the parentheses in there for us, so I don't need to type in a parenthesis, but it will put my account number in parentheses for me. I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing for sales. Date is the 30th, post reference S9, Sales Journal 9, and I'm crediting it $6,689. Previous balance of $185,196.31 plus $6,689. Updated balance. I want to talk to you about this number, $6,689. This number here is important, okay? So if I could get you to pause just for a second. Spin around, give me some eyes. At the end of a year, I am going to have a sales journal, and that sales journal is going to have numbers posted to it from all kinds of different journals. Okay, so I'm going to have my cash payments journal, my sales journal, and I'm going to go through and look at it. This number to me right here, $6,689, is valuable information for me. What I can do with this as an accountant is I would look at it, and I know that this number means in the month of November, I had customers buy on an account $6,689 values worth of product. Now, why is that valuable for me? After I've been in business for a long time, do you think I would be able to go and see which months are busier for me, right? What would I do on months that I'm not as busy? What are some things? Okay, that would be a good thing to do, yes. Uh-huh. Yes, for employee staff, that's a great one. Anything else? On times that we don't sell as much, could I have a sale? Right? Because what would that encourage my customers to do? Buy products, right? So right now in what we're doing is we're doing a lot of those numbers, punching it in, but what you have to realize, what we do with it, we just don't punch them in and then never look at them again. This gives me important information. This is how I know what my business is doing. And I can then see a trend every month to see what customers are buying on account. And then I also, eventually in this chapter, I'm going to see how much sales I've had from cash. Okay? Because what I need to realize is that $6,689, how long is it going to take for me to actually get that money in? Does anyone remember? Give you a hint. 2/10, N30. Right? 30 days. It's going to take me 30 days to get this $6,689 in completely. That is if what? Everyone pays me. Is there a possibility somebody won't pay me? Yes. Okay. And we will be going through and taking a look at that down the road as we get into more complicated life stuff that happens in accounting, because right now we keep it simple. People buy from us and they pay from us, and that's nice. That doesn't always happen. But we know it's going to take us a while, at least 30 days, to get this money back in. So we also have to take a look at our cash flows so we know how much money our business has, how much money we can use to actually buy future product. So this information, when we look here at our ledger, it allows us to make choices and decisions about what's going on in our business. Okay? So again, I just went through and posted sales, and then I'd also have to go through and post sales tax. So if you already have that done, thank you. I'm going to go ahead and finish that up right here for me. Sales tax had a previous balance of $2,484.18. I'm going to add that $249.60 to it. So my new balance is going to be $2,733.78. Account number 2,120 goes back up on top. And I think I did pretty well, as long as I didn't do a math mistake, which is possible. Oh. It's Friday and I nailed it. I like that. That makes me pretty happy. If you get a chance, go ahead and try that on your own, please.